one more story for this evening. I know, I don't want it to end either. And don't forget to stick around afterwards and check out the lovely prints that All Along Press brought. They're absolutely beautiful. And the last story of the evening, I know everyone has been waiting for it. Yeah, they have. Don't pretend like they haven't. There's been a lot of publicity about it from me. I would like to call up onto the stage Miss Amanda Boyce. She is my co-conspirator and one of the people who has made MothUp possible and has helped further it this long, and I couldn't have done it without her. And can't wait to hear her story.
Okay, so my story, I'm from a very small town in Tennessee, and go Boyce. And in 1997, I did something that no one in my family had done since 1952, and that was to move away to a big city. And I had always been kind of the misfit of the family, just the one that didn't quite fit. And when I went away to the big city and I went away to school, I became an art major. And so when I came home for the first time, I understood who my character was in my family, and that was the girl from the big city. And I started wearing my turtlenecks, and I started drinking coffee and all these things, and I would come home and I would complain that, oh my God, you don't have Starbucks. How do you people live here? And how do you shop only at Walmart? And with the note being made that every time I came home, the very first place I went was Walmart, because that's where everybody was, and I could stride through the Walmart and see, Joe so-and-so and this person, and they would all, what is your life like? What do you do now? What is it like out there? And this is all in my mind. Really, they're being nosy and spreading gossip, but in my mind, they're so interested in what I'm doing out there. And so every time I come home, it's this chance to come back and civilize them and bring them culture and pomegranates and things I've never heard of and never done. And I insist on these trips to Walmart. I insist on asking for things like pita bread. And just because I love the response that the lady at the bread counter gives me, she's like, what the hell's pita bread? I mean, of course, now you can get it there, but at the time, I thought I was just bringing the world home. And this continued throughout my life, throughout college, and at different times. And I went away to Chicago, and I came home I went to design school in Chicago, and I come home at the end of that, and I'm walking one day. I'm like, oh, I have to go somewhere, and it's a mile and a half away. I don't mind walking. And along my mile and a half walk home, no less than 3 people stop and ask, do you need some help? Where's your car? Is your car broken down, ma'am? Why are you walking? Because people don't walk on the sidewalk from this place to that place. And so this continues, and then I moved to St. Louis, and it's still, home is that place that I can go and be that person. And in 2010, or in 2009, my marriage ended, and I go home, and that all comes to a head, and I need to go home, because I had seen Hope Floats. And in the movie, when you have the traumatic divorce, you go home to your mom. And then when you're home, one night you go out and the cowboy, he sees you and he sweeps you off your feet. And so I go home for that. And I'm just, I'm way out in the country and recuperating. And one day I get the idea that I need to go for my run. And of course, in true Amanda fashion, I'm jogging down this country road, and I pass a farmer, and I pass another farmer, and I'm thinking in my head, oh, they don't see people run. They don't know what this is like. And I've got my iPod in, and I'm just the shit. I'm the total shit running down this road. And I'm coming back down the road, and I come around a corner, and I look up, and there is a bull in the middle of the road. And it is a very large animal, and it starts, and it runs straight at me. And in that moment, I have no idea how. I knew that cows do not have object permanence. And I don't know how I knew that or why, and I just knew to get out of its line of sight. And so I jump over in the woods, and I'm like, oh no, it's going to hear the iPod and know I'm here. So I turn the iPod off, and I'm hiding behind a tree, and I'm crouched. And eventually the thing went away and jumped back over its fence and went home, and I jump, out of the woods, and I just book it home, running as hard as I can. And that was really I want to say like, oh, a country girl can survive, and I know these things, and really I'm a city girl, and my family, that all ended kind of with that trip and with that realization that I was in. It was just so absurd, so absolutely absurd. And so the cowboy, it was the cow in the middle of the road that really gave me the clarity I needed to realize where my real home was, and that was the city. And I needed to stop being this person and be a real person and be here. That's my story.
Okay, that's all the stories that we have lined up. Judges, do you need some time to confer? Do you have a winner? You need some time. Should we start counting? 30 seconds. Okay, does someone want to time that? Okay, they're already ready. That was a very quick 30 seconds. And don't forget to stick around and look at the prints that they brought. Okay, is everyone ready? Are we ready? We have a tie. I know. Two winners. It's not a tie. It's just two winners. It's totally different, guys. No groans. Okay, are you ready? The tie is between Kyle Cracky and Jug. Are they still here? Okay. Congratulations. Yeah. Fist pumps of glory. Okay. One for Doug. Yeah. Two fist pumps of glory. That's great. Okay, that's all we've got, guys. Thanks for coming out. And come again. The next MothUp will be on February 24th. So check out the Facebook page, stay updated, and check out our Twitter. Yeah. Thanks.